What's up, y'all? What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jermaine back for another video. Thought I would do a little live. I'm just having some food right now, so thought I would do a little stream. There we go. There we go. Ooh, I actually wish I had some soy sauce, but I don't have any soy sauce. So what do I got here? What's going on, Marty? I got some pineapple fried rice. Let's get rid of this one. Some pineapple fried rice. Ooh, the pineapple. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Not bad. I would totally kill for some soy sauce right now. What's up, everyone? I saw someone said Tesla there. Dang, I just straight up just left y'all. I don't know, dude. I think I don't have any soy sauce. I think I have some in my emergency food. I want to about to scare this price totally. Guys, I'm gonna say I'm afraid to buy at this price too. But then look at all those other stocks that have went up like crazy. So many stocks in the electric space have just like skyrocketed. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane how these stocks are going up like crazy. But what it is, it's a lot of money on the sideline. I know it's almost at $9. Yeah. It's a lot of money on the sidelines. A lot of people, especially a lot of older people, sold off all of their investments because they're like, look, what happened in 2008 is not going to happen to me. I've sold out. Are you sold out? Oh, that's what's up. When I mean older, I'm talking about a lot of people sold out their or sold out their 401ks. Like, that's what I mean sold out. Like they sold out like big time. $6.99. Yeah. I bought Plug Power. 50 shares of Plug Power today. Are you sold out of your options? This market's crazy right now. Like, I don't know where it's going. July the 17th, my 3rd year is vegan. That's what's up. Good morning. Where are you watching from? It's definitely not morning here. You must be watching from Europe. Oh, so Marty, did your shares for Akamoto go up so much that you're gonna use the money from the shares to buy the 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 ride? Is that what you're gonna do? Is that why you sold out? I see. Hmm. Smart move. Smart move. You should have waited a bit. You know, I don't know. I mean, you made a decent amount of money on it. It's kind of like getting a free vehicle now. Well, not a free vehicle, but a greatly discounted vehicle. Greatly discounted. Hmm. Question. Any Tesla people in this stream right now? Any Tesla people in this stream? I'm curious. What y'all think of Tesla right now? I think Tesla's crazy, guys. I think it's getting out of hand. Trying to stay cool and building a solar shower. That's what's up. Yeah, Tesla is dominating. Someone asked me, they said, Jermaine, have you ever considered going all in on Tesla? Like just selling all my shares and just buying all Tesla? I don't know. I've heard of people doing that. I've heard of a lot of Tesla people doing that. I don't know if I want to do that though. How's it going? Oh, it's going good. It's going good. I'm just having some Thai food. We'll have to wait till earnings for sure. Tesla can be in 3,000 in a year. You know, as crazy as that sounds, as crazy as that sounds, guys, I mean, it could happen because honestly, I never thought that Tesla would get this high this fast already. I never thought it would be $1,000 a share. Now it's like 1,400. You know, I never thought it would be this much this quick. You know, so I mean, for it to go to 3,000, that would be just double what it is now, basically. Let's think about how many times it's already doubled. So when it was at 300, it went to 600. And then when it was at 600, it went from 600 to 12. But it didn't even it stayed at what, 1,200 one day or something? Because now it's at 14. So it looks like it could double again, you know? Or not. Think you will ever buy a Tesla? I think I'll get a Tesla if they make like a Model 2 or something like that, a smaller Tesla. But this one thing I was thinking about. Check this out. If they did make a Tesla, if they did make a Model 2 Tesla, of course it's going to be a cheap Tesla. But is it going to be like a $20,000 Tesla and then you're going to add like $8,000 for the autopilot? Like, I'm trying to figure out like how the autopilot is gonna work on the cheaper Tesla, because on $100,000 Tesla, an $8,000 autopilot is like 8% of the cost of the vehicle, right? You know, but when you have a $20,000 car to add the autopilot, that's gonna be like a large chunk of the cost of the car. So are they gonna lower the price for the autopilot on the cheaper Tesla or what? Autopilot would be subscription based. Hmm, that makes sense. And it'll be how much you think it'll be a month? Like $100 a month? Is subscription based better than getting 8 grand from people? That would be so dope if the cars park themselves. I mean, can't they already do that now? Or some of them? Yo, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Amazon is just Amazon's a crazy one too. Isn't Tesla trying to build a mega factory in Texas if they get the go ahead, which they probably will? The stock is going to go way out. Tesla is definitely got that upside potential. You know, whenever they announce the factory, I would imagine that's going to push the stock price up. And then also, they have being added to the S&P 500. That's in the short term. I think that can push the stock price up. Whenever they say, whenever they but we also have to wait. We also got some negative things to look at. Lockdowns. If California goes to another lockdown and they have to close the Fremont factory, that can be pretty bad for Tesla. Because if they have to close the factory for another couple weeks or a month or so, that could slow down things in the factory. So it's something to think about. How's your life changed since COVID-19 started? Um, I definitely sleep. Like basically, I would wake up in the morning before the COVID. I would never lay in bed, like never. I would always get up and do stuff, right? Like, I'll always get up, like never lay in bed. Now I lay in bed for like hours. That's one thing. I'll lay in bed hours, edit videos, work on things, like just laying in bed, like Jermaine, you made me get a whole new phone, bro. All this time I was thinking your audio was low. It was my stupid phone. You got a new phone? That's crazy. If you're poor, stay away from stock market in Vegas. Hmm. Okay. Oh, the guy with Robinhood, he was messing around with options. You can make a lot of money with options, but you can lose a lot of money with options too. Jermaine, I'm moving back to Houston in August. Let's meet up before I leave. You live in SF? I can't believe my time in SF was coming to a close. Oh, so many people leaving SF right now. Why are you leaving? Are you leaving because you found a better job or? Are you leaving because you can work from home, or are you leaving because I'm just curious because a lot of people are leaving, y'all. Hmm. Mm. Oh, I totally agree. My company is in SF. I want to live around more black people that aren't homeless. It's a drag seeing that. It's a drag over time seeing that. Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree. It is a drag. You know, on the Oakland, I mean, there's definitely black people in Oakland, but I don't know. Black people in Oakland are like, man, they like high class black people, yo. Like I ain't lying. They ain't like black people you meet in other parts of the U.S. Yeah, I don't mean that in a bad way. I definitely don't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, SF is super anti-black. Diversity, inclusion means white women are Asians in SF. Yeah, it's definitely it's not the most happening place for young black people, I must admit. Oh, it's not, but it definitely has like it has economic opportunities. I wonder if I'm almost done here. I don't want to eat all this broccoli. Hmm. Is there a solution for homeless in SF? Mm, I think what they're doing is just doing what they can do. A lot of folks are moving to New York from SF. Because I heard of a lot of people moving from SF to New York a couple years ago. Like right when like it wasn't a couple years ago, it was like right when things got expensive the last time. I met this girl off Tinder. She ended up moving to New York because she was like, I'm tired of the city. Like, it's so overpriced. Like, all these like techie people are moving here. So she ended up moving to like, I think Queens or something like that. And she loved it because she's lived here in the city her whole life. And to go to a place like Queens is like a more amplified version of SF, you know? So she was like, I don't even want to come back to SF. I want to stay in New York. No, I said the culture in New York is way different too. Like way different culture in New York. So I can definitely see because if you like the city, you're not gonna want to go live in like a place that's not a city, you know. And there's a lot of city rats around here. That's what's up. Here, homeless parliament at 17. Scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I see a lot of the homeless situation in LA scared the crap out of me when I went down there a couple of years ago. I remember I was down like in the wholesale district, like shopping, right? And I like just walked down the wrong alley, and before I knew it, it was oh my gosh, it was like hundreds of homeless people around, and I was just like, what the is this, you know? And I was like, yo, that's the homeless situation in LA. SF has already changed a lot, yo. I mean, think about it. How long have everything been closed? 4 months? 5 months? I think this is the new reality. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy. Today I was in the financial district, right? And I'm gonna tell you just how things have changed in the city. Before, in the financial district, the bikers, like bike messengers, they would all meet at this one spot, right? And before, you would just see people like this out chilling. And you see just a lot of people out working, like people going to the office, people going back and forth, cars driving, buses, like traffic, like people on motorcycles. Like it was just like a lot of action, right? Nowadays, you go down there and you'll see the bikers because they're not as busy because there's not as many people in the office buildings. You'll see them in the middle of the street like playing football, because there's no cars in the street. Like, there's no cars in the street. They're playing fucking football in the middle of the street in the financial district because there's no cars in the street. Like there's nobody going down there, and it's been like this for like months. I just can't see people just like waking up and like, oh, let's go back to work. I mean, what have they been doing for the past 4 months? Probably gonna keep doing that. They're probably gonna keep working from home. If they got fired, they're probably not gonna go back to work because it's been 4 fucking months. I mean, come on, who goes back to work after 4 months? I don't know. It's crazy. But we gotta slow the spread. We don't want people to get sick. Yeah, make sure you wear your mask. Folsom's okay. Depends on what part of Folsom. If you're furloughed, you definitely found a new job. Got to pay bills though. Yeah, you right about that. By the time it comes out, it will be more than 8,000. Crazy. Should I call and rethink the C? What do you mean the C? Yeah, furlough. What exactly is furlough? Is it when you have a job and they send you home and then they tell you, hey, we might call you back, or isn't that kind of like getting laid off? What up, Jermaine? Mm. Just got back from NYC. Oh, really? What was NYC like? Maybe I should go to NYC. I really don't want to go to NYC because I'm kind of afraid of getting the COVID because there's this YouTuber that his name is Bald and Bankrupt. Like he makes travel vlogs and he travels all over the world and stuff. And he got the COVID-19 and he has been in a hospital in Serbia for like a couple weeks now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the last thing I would ever want to be have COVID in some hospital in some country, you know. Sounds pretty bad. How y'all doing? You say New York was fun, huh? Super fun. You know what? Maybe I'll go to New York when I move out of here. Because I have to move out of here soon. Maybe I'll go to New York for like a month. Maybe I'll like run a car and drive that shit to New York. Yeah, because I used to I used to go to New York like all the time. The past couple of years I didn't go to New York because I was just doing a lot of international travel. But staying in San Francisco in the summertime, oh hell no, that's something I just didn't want to do because it's too cold. Down here next month. I could, but it's too hot down there. That's not the city either. You know I'm real stuck in the city. I have you a shout out on my friends. Oh, that's what's up. You give me a shout out. I still gotta figure out who you are. I gotta like, let me find you on Facebook. I follow you on Instagram, but like I don't think you have photos of yourself on Instagram. I think you have photos of other people on Instagram. My phone is about to die. I need to charge this bad boy. Okay, I see a couple different ones here. Okay, let's go to this one. No, I don't think it's this one. Let's go back. Let's go to this one. Nope, this one's in Texas. I haven't found you on Facebook. No, everybody's gonna find you on Facebook. You're gonna have so many new friend requests. FB. My gosh, it's so many of them. Okay, this one's from San Francisco. This one's from New York, so it's probably not that one. This one doesn't have a place where they're from, but I'm just looking at these photos and I'm thinking maybe this is not the same person. Okay, let's go with the first one. I've just like messaged some random person. Did you update your cover photo like 2 hours ago? I can't tell if this is a photographer's. I can't tell if this is a photographer's account, you know? I mean, how would I know? How would I know? You ever thought of volunteering to get the COVID to accelerate the vaccine? I don't know. That I don't know. Would I volunteer for the COVID? I mean, maybe if they gave me some money. I don't know if I'm good. I'm not gonna volunteer because they don't. No, I'm not gonna volunteer. Like they gotta pay people for this. Come on, this is a global pandemic. I don't think nobody's letting them volunteer on them for free. Which country? What country you click best with the chicks? What country I click best with the chicks? For some reason, like Eastern Europe. mm, extra $8 an hour. Right on with the mask. Oh, right on with the mask, yo. Do you maintain your locks? So, I really need to have someone retwist my roots. If I can get someone to retwist my roots, what I'll probably do, I'll just do the other end. But I need someone to retwist my roots, actually. I sort of maintain them myself because, like, of course, like all the places have been closed to get your hair done. So I haven't really did much. I haven't really did much. Hello, remember me? What do I remember? What should I remember you from? Were you the guy that I was talking to in the park like an hour ago? And you were like, "Hey man, I watch your videos." I talked to some guy in the park for like 20 minutes. Vegan pizza. Vegan pizza. Hmm. Vegan pizza. I'm trying to think. Vegan pizza, like, I don't know. I just got my retwist. It took so long. Yeah. What stocks are you looking to buy during this drop? What drop? There's no drop going on right now. I still watch the video you made in SF when people hit the Marshalls. Dude, like it's so many times I want to watch that video and I say to myself, I can't watch that shit, yo. It's too stupid. Um, I said it. Well, I don't know. Maybe I talked to you in Target or something. Would you be afraid to quit a corporate job to travel? Of course, I would not be afraid to quit a corporate job to travel. Yo, thanks for the super chat, Cynthia. Are you doing any deliveries? So I did a couple of deliveries today, but I didn't make much money today. I didn't make much money at all today. I wasn't really. I'm kind of tired today. I took like a long nap, like a 3-hour nap. I just wasn't really pushing it. Let me see. What is my? How much money did I make today? I think I made like not even $100. $64. Yes. It was a very slow day. Actually, I think it's probably about $70 because I think it was like a $7 tip. When will you be traveling again? I don't know. I'm not lazy all the time. Power naps. That was a super nap. Well, he might move. I probably will move, actually. I mean, if I don't have anything like just keeping me here, you know, I won't move for good. I'll just like maybe go somewhere for like a month or two and then come back. But it also really depends on how. It also really depends on how like the Rona situation goes on too. Hey Jermaine, hey Jerm, will you do a color? I need to get that software though, because call-ins are getting really popular on YouTube right now. Jerm moving to Macedonia. I actually want to go to Serbia because Serbia is allowing Americans. But then when I heard homeboy is sick in a hospital in Serbia, I'm like, don't think I want to go to Serbia. Anyone else leave there or break their lease? Any leave a bunch of good junk on the sidewalk, make a good video. So in the city, people don't necessarily just leave stuff on the sidewalk because if you leave something on the sidewalk, like, and if it's somewhat decent, like, it's gonna be gone really fast. I think what a lot of people do is just leave stuff in buildings. Like that's where you're gonna find stuff. You're gonna find stuff in buildings, and that's not gonna be easy to find. Okay, it's not gonna be easy to find because like every building is different. Usually, if people are like donating stuff, maybe they'll just like leave it like by the garbage in their building, and then other people in their building can take it. Um, so it's kind of tricky. Like it. When I lived in Santa Barbara, a lot of people would set stuff out on the street. Like it was easy to find like decent stuff in Santa Barbara, but here it's just not so easy. And also with the whole building situation, like people don't just. I mean, come on, you live in a high-rise building. You're not gonna go sit a mattress like outside on the street in front of your high-rise building. So like usually in that situation, like they just always like have someone to come pick it up, you know. So it's kind of it's a tricky one. Montenegro wants you back. Get a 3D printer, and you know what? I was actually thinking about getting a 3D printer. I was thinking about getting a 3D printer. Can you believe we are 4 months into a global pandemic and the situation is worse than ever? Yeah, I mean we are into it. We're deep into it. But you know what? I think we're it's on the verge of not being a pandemic anymore. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but like yeah, the COVID-19 is on the verge of not being a pandemic because for it to be a pandemic, it has to be 5.8% deaths or like 5.9, and right now it's at like 6.1. So it's like really close to not being a pandemic anymore. Which they're not talking about. They're not talking about that in the media because the media is just instilling fear in people. But I mean, don't trip if soon it's no longer a pandemic, right? It's no longer like classified as a pandemic, but shit is still just closed and people are still getting sick. So don't be surprised if that happens in like 2 months or 1 month or possibly 3 months. You didn't hear that from me, okay? And I'm not gonna tell you who I heard that from. In Israel, they are all hell broke loose. It is so bad they might want a second lockdown. Oh, what do you mean? Like the COVID, like the virus is getting bad, like again? Because a lot of people are getting it, but how many people are dying? I don't think as many people are dying as they were before. You want to smoke another apple in Italy? No, I don't think I want to smoke any apples in Italy. And then it's older people too. We want to go out on the street and cough with no mask. No. Yes, the virus is bad. Yeah, no, the virus is horrible. I'm not saying it's a good virus. No. No, no, no. Bad virus. Thinking of getting your first electric skateboard? I'm gonna get you a Meepo V3. No, I haven't had any Meepos, but I heard great things about them. There was a guy from Sunnydale who used to come up and ride his Meepo all the time. He had a whole bunch of batteries too, so he had like real long range. Are you going to open a small business after the pandemic when all the competition is gone? No, I want to open a small business. I want to make money off stock. Shit, I don't want to run a small business. That's too much work, yo. Like I just want to invest in companies, have their share price like increase, and then once it increases, just live off of that. Yo, you have good roots. What do you mean good roots? Like good roots in my hair or something? Can't wait to see you on the road. Germ only likes the good viruses. The good viruses, yeah, I like them good viruses. What's a good virus? Maybe a cross country with Akamoto, that would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun? But how long would that take? How long would that take? I would love, I'll tell you other big news for Akamoto. It's going to be really, really big news for them. When they begin to partner with more and more like car rental, not necessarily car rental companies, but when they partner with like people that rent their cars out, sort of like Maven. Like whenever someone makes like a Maven that uses Akamoto vehicles, that's gonna create a demand for their vehicles because they're gonna need like those little companies are gonna need vehicles in their fleet, and then when they have vehicles in their fleet, oh, they did hire. Oh wow. Okay, so when they have the vehicles in their fleet, like people like random delivery people like me will try them, right? And if they try them, they may say, "Hey, maybe I want one of these." You know, renting a car in Israel is cheaper because of COVID. Or renting a car here is cheaper because of COVID. Because no one's people aren't renting cars because they're not flying as much. So since people are not flying as much, there's tons of like just rental cars just sitting there. So you can get really good deals. Like the last time I rented a car, it was like I think like $130 for the week, and it's a really good deal. It's a really good deal around here. Like a really good deal. $130 for the week. I remember I used to pay like $250, $300 to rent a freaking car. Hertz was selling their cars super cheap. Oh yeah. Doesn't cable have deals yet? Well, cable doesn't because everybody's sitting at home watching cable. That's why no deals on cable. When are you gonna make a viral video, John? I don't know. What do you want? What do you want me to make a viral video about? Hmm. What am I going to make a viral video about? I feel like being out. I kind of feel like being out. It's windy out there. It's freaking. It was cold out there today, y'all. Oh my gosh, it was freaking cold. Like I went to go get that food, and it's like what? It's like 60 degrees and it's 20-mile-per-hour winds. Man, them winds gonna shake you, yo. Ooh. There's a winds that gonna shake you. If you travel, wear a hazmat suit. But you know, that's what I don't want to wear. I don't want to have to wear a freaking hazmat suit. You know, sometimes it get warm on a plane, and if you got a hazmat suit, it's gonna be like just being in a freaking plastic bag. Like sitting on a plane. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you might get on a flight and it's not cold. I mean, you're not hot. But there's plenty of flights I've been on and I'm like freezing. People are crazy. They get on a plane, but I hate doing that. I think it's crazy. People getting on airplanes and the airlines require them. The airlines require them to have a mask, right? And people still don't want to wear a mask. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't want to travel right now. I don't want to travel until like it's over with. That doesn't mean that I won't travel. I probably will travel, but I really don't want to. When are you gonna swim to Alcatraz journal? I'm sorry, I'm not swimming to Alcatraz. What do you think of Oxen scooter? They seem pretty dope. You know, I think I like the Oxen bike. If I were not living in SF, I would buy one. Living in SF, I don't want one. The reason why I don't want one in the city is because it would just be really easy to steal. It would be a target, and it would also, I'm just reading the message. It would also, I forgot. I totally forgot what I was saying. Like someone just messaged me, and I was like literally reading the message. I'll check it out. Sub Jermaine, yes, J Media. What's going on? I feel like it's gonna take a decade for them to come up with a vaccine for the virus. It might take a really. I feel the same thing. Like I don't think it's just gonna happen like soon. Like I don't think that's just gonna be that easy. I think that's too good to be true. That's the best case scenario. Like the best case scenario, yo. Just took a flight on Southwest. They announced if you refuse to wear a mask, you can't get a refund. Well, most of them are saying you can't get a refund. Dude, so when are these spec stocks gonna crash? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Like, I don't know. Like a lot of these companies that went up so much in the past couple of days. You know what? They're going up like cryptocurrencies. Basically, this shit is cryptocurrency, yo. Like this is cryptocurrency 2.0, and the reason why I say that is I remember when I was investing in cryptocurrency back in the day. Like I would look at stocks and no cryptos, and you would see cryptos going up like 30%, 40%, 50%, like every day. Like it was just normal, right? It's like 5%, like that's weak. You know, you were just used to at least 20% gains a day or a 20% loss. And now that's kind of how it is with these spec stocks, these EV stocks. Like they are going up so fast. Like look at Blink. Blink was up like 50% today. 50%, dude. You know, I bought Blink at like 180. Like I bought no at like 170. Blink is at like $9, $8 now. Like Blink has been blinking, yo. It's been flashing. 59% today. Look at that. 59% on the blank. It's insane. It is insane, y'all. Yeah, I think there's gonna be another lockdown for sure. I don't know what they're gonna do. JJJ, everyone clap. They used to call you Crypto Ellis back in the day. Crypto Ellis. So quarantine is gonna be over in August. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be over in August. We'll have to see. Are we getting another stimulus check? Of course we get another stimulus check, because the reason why we're going to get another one, because Trump needs to send that money out. So yeah, we definitely will get another stimulus check. So don't y'all worry about that. Yeah, it's probably going to be like $2,000. Yeah, don't worry. You're gonna have fat pockets. Tesla is up what? $220 today. Do you think the economy can handle so much debt? Yeah, it can. It can, as long as the economy continues to grow. It can handle the debt. Yeah. Don't know how it's gonna grow though. I don't. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Like, it's not just the U.S. that's in debt. It's like all countries. Like, unfortunately, the virus is going to stick around for a while. Yes, it is. Jeremy needs that stimulus for Macedonia. Scientists say they don't believe in herd immunity. Oh, really? That's no good. Why are tech stocks doing so well? The tech stocks are doing very well for a number of reasons. Okay, tech stocks. Most people tech companies, they can work from home, right? So they're not affected in that way. A lot of tech companies are tech stocks are actually doing better now because people have to use them even more than before, you know. So that's another plus. And then tech companies also have like a lot of like future growth. So I think a lot of people invest in tech companies for their future growth as well. So they got a whole bunch of things going for them, and that's why tech stocks are doing okay now. Which I don't know, maybe that could change. Maybe that could change. But right now, these bad boys are flying high. Albertsons stock gonna pop right. I don't know. I noticed Albertsons just went public, which is crazy. As a solo traveler, I'm not traveling at the moment, and 4 of my friends caught the Rona. Oh wow, 4 of your friends caught the Rona. Heard how much Google paid Apple? How much did Google pay Apple? Was it $10 billion to have Google Maps on the freaking iPhone? Was it 10 billion or was it like 3 billion? That's a lot of money to pay, y'all. Just to have your freaking search engine. I heard ATL got the Rona. The mayor of ATL got the Rona, for real. I'm telling you, everybody getting this Rona. Oh, come on. I ain't gonna do that. Why would I do that one? I really don't deliver like as much as I used to. Because, man, it's different delivering now. I think I'm sleepy. Are you sleepy? So what do you think of Forex trading? I think it's chill. Are you supposed to eat food? I already ate the food. Like, this stream has been going for 55 minutes. How much did you make today? Ted was slow. I made like $64. I think I made like $70 actually. I was laid in bed majority of the day. Tired. What do you think is going to happen to the housing market in the next 12 months? Who knows? It might be the same where it is today. It might be the same where it is here. YouTubers going to Mexico, Ukraine, and the DR right now. No quarantine required. Oh, really? The Ukraine? Maybe I should go to Ukraine. And a weekend's supposed to be good for business. I thought so. Yeah, market will snap back when they come out with the vaccine, for sure. Did you get South Shore banned, bro? What do you mean? People have a lot of money saved up and haven't spent it. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, I know, Baldwin bankrupt. He did catch on the run. That's why I'm not traveling right now. That's why I'm not traveling. That sounds mad scary, yo. To get the Rona in one of those countries. I don't think I bought any stocks today. No, I didn't buy any stock. I bought some Blink. I think I bought like 50 shares of Blink. And I bought Plug Power. I did buy some stock. I bought a bunch of stock today, actually. Wisconsin's greatest to stay home. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to end the stream. Because I am tired. And I got to actually go live stream. I got to go, like, do a chat with someone. And they're messaging me. Okay, well, cool. I love all of y'all. Have a good night. Have a good night. I know $1,400. Tesla's crazy. What's up from Namibia? Test well. Rest well. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye, beautiful people.